if I was a crack addict and I went to jail for selling crack and I didn't have any supports when I got out, or learn any new skills, or have anybody to kind of walk me through the first couple of weeks, so to speak, I'm going to lose hope really quickly, and I'm not going to be able to find a job, and I'm not going to be able to find a place to live, and all of these pre-release plans that I had are going to start to fall apart. And when those things start to fall apart, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing before. So I'm going to go back to smoking crack, and then I'm going to go back to selling crack, and then I'm going to go back to jail, and the cycle just continues. So if we can stop that cycle, then we're saving women. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, we're doing the same thing in the corrections. We're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result, and that's insane.
My name is Kane Richards, and I'm a Crown Prosecutor with the Calgary General's Prosecution and under the umbrella of Alberta Justice. I think it's all about, we have very good higher-ups, like bosses, who really instill it in us that we're not there to win. We're not there to get a conviction. We're there to do the right thing. And when you have that in your mind all the time that, okay, this needs to be the right thing, there needs to be the evidence, this needs to be in the best interest of everybody, the best interest of society. It needs to have a reasonable likelihood of conviction. We know that going into each file, and we have the discretion to really look at the file. We're not told, here's the file, go get a conviction. We're really given the power to look at it and make sure that it is the right thing to do.
I was working on a project connected with my church, and it was in part looking at the Marda community and what that community had to offer and what the needs were in it. And in the course of that project, it kind of developed in my mind the notion that it was an area of Calgary where there were lots of people that had a lot of education, a lot of financial resources, a lot of skills and ability that really could be used to help other people in Calgary or elsewhere in the world. But how was it possible to get their attention to the needs that are around? And after thinking about it a while, it seemed to me that the way our culture is changing is that you really need to get people's attention through a visual means. And so the idea of a film festival really was kind of recognizing that you need to get to the attention of people's minds, but also their hearts, and that's really sometimes done through visual mediums. And so a film festival, after talking with a bunch of other people who had similar interests, we thought really was going to be a successful means of conveying something important.
For some people, they may see themselves more as a kind of the role that they take as a warrior at the gate. I want to raise awareness, create some attention by directing some anger, some discomfort towards an issue that I feel is unjust. And I think that's one avenue that's available to people. And the example of the Occupy movement is an example of that. People making noise, bringing attention to something that they feel is unjust. I don't think it's the only option that we have, though.
To ensure that crimes are reported, witnesses come forward to court, because a witness is a very important thing. There's adequate resources for legal aid so that someone who is charged with a crime has an opportunity to have a lawyer represent them.